Pakistan is observing a national day of mourning today following the attack on Bacha Khan University in the city of Charsada, which left at least 21 and maybe more than 50 people dead. It's said that Taliban militants who are in Pakistan stormed the school and started shooting students at will. Eventually, after a 4-hour standoff with the Pakistani military, those militants were killed. Their bodies were rather unceremoniously just dragged out, dumped into trucks, and taken away. This attack happened in a very hotly contested region of the country, Peshawar, which is on the border with Afghanistan. It's a very porous border with the Afghanistani fighters of the Taliban. And we can see that this is just the latest in conflicts that have hit that region.
Yeah, there was actually a very similar attack in 2014 in a school in Peshawar in the same region. And this, as you mentioned, right on this border, it's the region that the Taliban do move through very freely. And after that attack, over 100 people, I think I remember, died in that attack. The government really tried to bring extra security to that area to try to crack down on the Taliban and their movements and what they're calling war crimes against education.
Yeah, I mean, it was over, I think it was 150 people that were killed in the 2014 attack. Fewer people were killed in this attack, but it is showing the level of just hideous violence that is, prone to the region. As we said, the border there is very porous, and there's a lot of interchange between fighters on both sides of it. This is also rumored to be a place where Osama bin Laden would have traveled across the border into Pakistan. Beyond that, in terms of the actual event, there's an individual that's being singled out for his response to the attack, a chemistry professor, Syed Hamid Hussain, who apparently was armed with a pistol. And when the gunmen entered the school, he encouraged his students to stay safe, to duck, to remain where they were, and then he went and started shooting at the assailants. Mr. Hussain was killed, but several of his students did escape, and they attributed his actions to their survival, during this horror show.
And they're calling him a martyr for education. There's a day of mourning in Pakistan today, but I think his story in particular, because he did attempt to fight back. Obviously, you can't really fight back with a pistol against these automatic weapons, but some students did manage to escape, and obviously for what he attempted to do, they're really holding him in high regard today on this day of mourning.
Yeah, absolutely. One man with a pistol could not change the course of events. That was only done after 4 hours when the Pakistani army came, and had a massive military siege on the school. So this war crime against education is also kind of, it's interesting the way it's being framed politically in Pakistan as well, because people are calling it, they're calling the victims martyrs, which is something that we hear a lot in the US, and it sounds a little funny to us because the idea of martyrdom is something that we associate with terrorists or, Islamo-fascists. But they're using that same language to describe these students and this teacher who have died and are being hailed as heroes in their home country.